Show of hands if you drink caffeine every day. Everyone. Okay, good. Do you drink it, or do you think that it's good for you or bad for you?
No, bad.
Good. It could be good.
Everybody thinks it's bad?
No.
2 people think it's good.
Yes.
The 2 males.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I drink it every day. But I drink coffee every day. So I'm going to focus on coffee. That's like, although y'all know it can come in like tea and chocolate and other stuff. Okay. So before I did the research, I had a limited understanding, and I actually learned some new stuff. So I'm going to tell you about the pros and cons, and again, coffee, because that's what I have personal experience with. The first thing is that caffeine is the most commonly consumed drug in the world, not just the United States, in the world. It can lead to various health effects, but if you're concerned about that, you can reduce it in several ways. And so today I'll share with you the history of caffeine, how your body processes caffeine, and the possible side effects from ingesting caffeine. Alright, first I'll explain what it is and a brief history. It's a crystalline compound that is naturally found in tea and coffee plants, and it's a stimulant of your central nervous system. It was first extracted in 1821 in Ethiopia, and that was because Ethiopian nomads noticed that while their livestock was grazing after they ate the coffee beans, the livestock were kind of, a little lively. They had a little energy boost, so they started eating it first as well, and then later on they started brewing it. Coffee didn't make its way to Europe until the 17th century, and then by way of Europe it made its way to the United States. In the 17th century, the Americans were still drinking tea until, side history note, Boston Tea Party. That was in 1773, and after that revolt, coffee became the #1 caffeine drink in America. So next, I'll explain the effects of caffeine. So as I said, it works by stimulating your central nervous system, and as soon as you take the first sip, it takes less than 10 minutes to affect you. You can start to feel the effects. So the way that it works is your body's natural tiredness comes from a molecule called adenosine. You produce that naturally all day long. And so that's why at night, when you're ready to go to bed, you fall asleep, because adenosine allows that to happen. Caffeine manipulates that process. Caffeine looks a lot like adenosine, so it binds to the adenosine receptors in your brain, and once the caffeine binds itself, there's no way for the adenosine to build up, so your body doesn't think that it's sleepy. That's how caffeine wakes you up. So that's how it explains the perkiness that caffeine makes you feel, because it's interrupted the chemical process. Aside from the awake feeling it gives you, there's other benefits, and that's due to the antioxidants that naturally occur in the coffee bean. Again, I'm focusing on coffee. It boosts your memory. It reduces the risk of colorectal cancer. It lowers your risk of heart disease. It reduces your risk of Parkinson's disease. It reduces suicide risk and depression. Lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes. Protects your liver against cirrhosis and liver cancer. So those are obviously awesome advantages, but obviously there's downsides. The consumption of caffeine can lead to increased anxiety, and that can lead to needing medication for that anxiety. It causes insomnia, headaches, and indigestion. It raises blood pressure. And women especially, take caution. It worsening the symptoms of menopause, worsens the symptoms of menopause. It increases your risk of miscarriage. It increases your development of breast diseases. Can reduce your fertility. And you can actually overdose on caffeine, but you have to really ingest a lot of caffeine. And your health has to already be compromised. A healthy person generally is not going to overdose on caffeine. So now I'll explain how to reduce the consumption. The Food and Drug Administration recommends that we ingest no more than 400 milligrams a day, and that equates to 4 cups of coffee, 10 sodas, or 2 energy drinks. But I'm not the huge ones, I'm talking like a cup, like 8 ounces. 8 ounces, not the big monster energy drink. So if you're drinking more than that and you're over consuming and you're putting yourself at risk to the effects of overconsumption. Let's see. The obvious solution to reducing the consumption is to quit drinking it, but that's not that easy. So a few of the things you can do are when you are buying food, look at the ingredients, because a lot of things that you would not think have ingredients have caffeine in them, and all you have to do is look at the label to see if it does. You can plan it in stages. Drink a little bit less every day so that your withdrawal symptoms aren't that bad. The withdrawal symptoms are that you can help are headaches, irritability, jitteriness, and nausea. You could also water drinks down that have caffeine. I don't know if that would taste that great, but it's an option. You could switch to something healthy like green tea. I don't personally like green tea, but it's supposed to be good for you. You could try decaf if you like the taste. Decaf soda, decaf tea, decaf coffee. I really don't. I drink it for the caffeine, but that's the way. Also check your medications. A lot of medications contain caffeine, especially pain relievers. So you could be taking caffeine in your medication and not know it. So if you're saying to yourself, well, I want to stop or reduce my intake, but I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to caffeine. That's not true. You can't be addicted to caffeine. It's impossible. A lot of people can casually say, yes, I am addicted, but it's a scientific fact. It's not addictive. It is a stimulant that causes a small rise in your dopamine, but it does not create the imbalance in your brain necessary to be considered an addiction. So that's false. So finally, I have explained the advantages and disadvantages of caffeine consumption. If you overconsume it, obviously it will impair your health. But based on what science is currently telling us, moderate consumption will produce no negative effects. So drink it whenever you want, as long as you drink it in reason. The only thing you need to worry about is if you're in bad health and you're consuming it, or if you're in perfect health or relatively good health and you're over consuming. So, thanks.
Oh, that's it.